Hey fam, hey, what's goody everyone? Thank you for tuning in to Enough Said Radio. Today is Friday, February 10th, 2023, and I'm your host, Miss Marva Storm 110.
And I'm your host, Tree.
And I'm your host, Joe V. I think we're going to say that at the same time.
Layla Ali.
Anyways, go ahead.
And here's another one. So we have another awesome, super excited guest for you on the show. You all are so amazing on this amazing day. And this guest, honey, this guest. I love him already. So we all are going to greet him. Don't scare him off. Okay?
Yes.
We have Jerrick. We have Jerrick up in the building.
Hi, Jerrick.
Hello.
Jerrick.
Hey.
Thomas. Yes, he is an author. Hold up. Let me run down his list of things that he does, honey, because he does everything. He might be able to change your life now, for real. Jerrick is a public speaker, a writer, a blogger of a little tea time and Grand A Grub, honey. And he's a podcaster, actor, a consultant for music and publishing. And he is about to be awarded for his accomplishments for the uplifting Black artist. Am I right? Hello there.
Yes. Wow. Look at all that.
So tell me, how does that feel? How does it feel to be getting that reward, honey?
It feels good. I'm working hard.
Tell them about the process of, like, first of all, what even made you want to be a writer in the first place, or even want to be a creative being in the first place?
I started writing in high school. It felt good. It felt like something that I could do that I wouldn't get in trouble doing. And so I created these fantasies.
Tell me about them fantasies.
Oh, did you call me Jerrick?
I be coming up with nicknames. I call my kids every name,
Y'all,
and they
people
somehow
are
know
starting
what
to
it
blow
is.
my phone up while I'm doing this interview. That is crazy.
Oh, Steve.
It's all right.
Important VIP person.
Seriously.
Yes. He is the man.
Okay, and y'all, hold on. Let me just shout these people out. If y'all watching my interview right now, y'all calling me. Baby, stop calling me. I'm trying to do my interview.
Stop calling him, honey. Please. But you know what, Jerrick? It's okay, because you got all this good stuff going for you. So I'm just really excited. First of all, how long have you been published? And what was your first book that you published?
Ooh, I was published officially in 2017. Coming Full Circle, the revised edition. That's this baby right here.
Okay.
And it was just a fantasy. It was a great love story. It's about an LGBTQ writer, and he also does a column where he gives people advice. It's a love triangle story. It's hot. It's hot.
Is it entanglement? Okay. So how many books have you done so far? And is it, for your books, is it self-published, or are you under?
So far, I have published, because I got them all here.
Okay.
So that was the first book. I just shot the first book. This is the follow-up book, Coming Full Circle to Marriage, Money, and Mayhem.
Okay.
So this is the second book that I have in that series. I also have a couple of books of poetry that are out.
Nice.
This book is Catching Up With Me.
Okay.
It's deep. I've been writing poetry since I was in high school, so I've always had a love for poetry. I love how we can just be free in that and expressing what you feel.
Right.
I'm a Cancer, so
Okay. Sensitivity.
I'm a sensitive soul, so I like to write. And I have 2 other books that are out. I don't have one of the copies with me.
Okay.
That is The Confessions of a Conceited Drama King. That's one of my first books of poetry. And I don't have a copy of it with me because I done sold it. And I'm promoting this new book. It's Quarantine Quest.
Quarantine Quest.
What's that about?
Okay.
This is also another book of poetry that I wrote. And I'm excited about the future. I'm writing Coming Full Circle 3, Somewhere or Nowhere. That's going to be the 3rd book in that series. And
Oh, wow.
I'm having a ball right now.
How long did it take you to write each book as far as like the series go? Because I know we were talking to one author and it took her a while to kind of get her book together and her ideas. And I know everyone's writing journey is a little bit different, the way the technique, how they write or how they gather their thoughts. How long did it take you for each book? And was it something like boom, 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 boom?
I'll say it like this. I am currently writing Coming Full Circle 3. I'm on chapter 13.
Okay.
And I started writing this book, I want to say last year.
Okay. Is it almost done?
I would say it's almost done. I'm pushing for a solid 22, 23 chapters.
Okay.
So I'm right at 13.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the 3 of us want to have a book out there sometime in the future, but the process, like I started one 8 years ago. 8 years ago. It is a nonfiction book. It's based on my mother's upbringing and our family in the Philippines. So it's a lot of stuff, and gathering information takes so long. And there's some family members that do not want to speak. So it's like, how do I fill those in? Do I will it still be a nonfiction book, or is it, because some might just be things I made up to transition. Do you find like the transitions are a little difficult to do?
No, I would say no, because this is my 3rd book in this series for me. And I finally got the storyline that I'm going.
Okay.
At the actual, when I'm writing the actual book, I actually read the 2nd book to keep me moving forward in the process.
Okay.
And even in this particular book, I jumped back to the 1st book. I wanted to bring some elements from the 1st book into the 3rd book also.
Okay.
I brought back some old characters from Coming Full Circle, the revised edition, into Coming Full Circle 3.
Nice.
Okay. And you do this all by yourself? Do you have like a team that helps you, like, this is what happened on the first one, this is what happened? Because for me, I'd forget. I'm like, what did I write on the first one? But then I don't know. I've never experienced writing a book, so.
No, I do it myself.
All by yourself, okay.
It's a lot of work having to do your research, having to stay in that time period, having to capture the essence of that time period, the current events that were taking place around the world, making that story relevant to the time.
I briefly was watching a little tea time, and I thought that was really nice that you had brought on some people that you interviewed. How did you get started with that? Was that your idea as well?
I would say I kind of fell into it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's Marvel. I feel it.
Yeah. I was on Facebook talking to a lady, and we basically talked for like 2 hours. It's like a 2-hour interview.
Wow.
And spoke with her. After the 2 hours were up, she said that she wanted to introduce me to her manager, her boss, the guy that she works for.
Mm-hmm.
He does a international podcast, and they were looking to for interns.
Okay.
The network. I don't want to actually bring up the network. No, I'll bring it up. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, they're not paying me anything.
Yeah, you don't have to.
No, they're not paying me anything. Anyway, but I worked. I started with them. I interned with them for 4 months. I did my research on my topics that I was assigned. I had guests. I actually networked people and found guests that would actually call in to do the actual show. And we broadcast in Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We broadcast in New York City, in Philadelphia,
Cool.
Kansas City. Like, we made waves.
And how is that going with the people in Nigeria? How are they taking your content?
That was maybe 2021 when I started doing the podcasting. I did it on the online radio show first, and then I transitioned from there to doing it on Facebook and Instagram. And then I networked with a friend of mine. His name is Charles C.J. Johnson. We've worked together on theme music for my actual show for a little tea time, and then from there I was doing my shows from O&E Dynasty. He did the music for me for that actual show, O&E Dynasty, the show I did not want to bring up, but he did my theme music for that show, and I did that show, and from there I did the show with O&E Dynasty for about 7 months. And then I left, and I went back to doing it on my own on Facebook and Instagram. I wasn't getting paid. I'm gonna just keep on, which I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
So, 7 months doesn't mean you're not getting paid. So. But I got my shows. I got all my content. Y'all can go and listen to my content on Spotify and A Little Tea Time.
Yeah.
And y'all can go and listen to my content on Spotify. Jerrick with A Little Tea Time on Spotify. And y'all can hear my shows from O&E Dynasty. That was some hot shits.
Okay, boo. I see you. So I see that you have another show, another YouTube channel, Grade A Grub. Now, first of all, I need to know what's going on with that. Are you cooking up something? Are you able to fix up something? Are you tasting? What are we doing here?
My friends and I gotta send a shout out again to CJ. He's one of the co-hosts on the Little Tea Time. Him, Edwin, oh my God, I'm forgetting people. Tiffany and Chelsea. We all were cast members on that, and we all worked together on building this project around trying different foods, trying stuff no one's heard of, and we had a great time doing it. Just had a great time doing it.
Name the craziest thing that you ate on Grade A.
Memories of flashbacks.
Yeah, I don't know, because we had a lot of good foods that we had, that we did eat, and I watched the episodes a lot, so I don't really just know. I said a flaming hot Cheetos soda.
What is that?
By Mountain Dew flaming hot Cheetos.
That doesn't even sound good.
Yeah, it was like
you dip the Cheetos
No,
in
it's
it, or?
no, it's the flavored Mountain Dew flavor.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
it was really bad.
Really?
Wow.
It
sounds just like sounds like death.
Yeah.
really bad. Sounds wrong. Have you ever tried the
Stomach.
Sour Patch Kids cereal?
No.
No, that doesn't
It is
sound good.
horrible.
That doesn't even
Sour
sound
Patches
good.
do not
With
go.
milk?
It wasn't.
No.
Yes. Yes.
thank you.
It was awful and disgusting and awful.
No,
Oh
thank
my
you.
god.
I like a lot
Have
of
you tried the
weird foods, but I don't know about
You
that
do?
one.
No. I'll tell you right now, no. If my kids don't like it, that's when you know it's not good.
So here
Um,
we did Korean content a few months back, and Jovi and I did like mukbang videos, and I tried one with the silkworms that are very popular in Korea, and that actually I didn't mind that. It was actually really good. It's just because when you look at it, it looks like a bug. Like mentally, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
straight up
I
roach,
cannot.
like a little baby roach.
But the
Nasty.
flavor wasn't bad at all. Not bad.
No.
So anything
Jerry,
to do
you
with
gonna-
food? Oh yeah, I'm down.
Jerry, you gonna get you some silkworms, fam? You gonna go ahead
You
and
can try that with your crew, the silkworms.
Oh my
It's like,
goodness.
no.
Mm-mm. No,
No.
thank you.
Uh,
Have y'all tried the macaroni and cheese ice cream?
what girl? What?
Yeah.
What?
I heard about it and I tried it. You
That
can get it
actually
at
doesn't
Walmart.
sound bad.
It
Well, actually, you know what? I
wasn't
say
bad.
that, but they actually have it in the Philippines. They have
Yes.
the cheese and corn one. So I
Yes.
don't know why I'm saying you. But
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
back to the main topic.
We digress in food.
We love food around here. So, with all of your projects, when did you get started? Was it before the pandemic? Have you been doing this for a while? And what kind of people, or how many people have you met along the way? And what is like the most memorable one a person that you've worked with?
I got started with this full time 6 years ago.
6 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, 6 years ago. So I was in my late 20s. I say like 28, 29. And I had been thinking about publishing a book since I was in college.
Okay.
I have my associate's degree in psychology.
Okay.
And I was thinking about publishing a book when I was in college. I was maybe like 21, 22 years old.
I am so grateful that you went through it. Being a poet is a very, very, very beautiful thing. Jovi, you love poetry. I love
poetry. Yes.
Yes, I wrote my own poetry book because I love poetry. It's cleansing for the soul. It empties out the world of your mind. Let me ask you, what is your favorite poem from childhood that you still hold on to now as an adult?
I'm going to keep that a secret. I'm not going to share it with the world.
Okay.
Oh man.
Dang. I was waiting. I was on the edge of my seat, like, ooh, let me see.
You got to do something for yourself.
Okay. Well, what about your
Okay.
favorite poet?
Not even going to say that. Okay.
So, no, just nobody. Can we get a clue? A
Nope.
hint? Male or female?
Nope.
You gonna say yourself?
So when we were talking about poems, like if I remember correctly, you have 2 or 3 poetry books. In these poetry books, is there a theme in them? Do you stick with a certain theme, like love, or like, like maybe mental health, or whatever it is? Or is it more of just whatever flows?
It's a combination of all things.
Okay.
I believe that we're all complex beings. That we are all spiritual beings having a natural experience. My life experience, my life story. It's something dramatic. It's real. It's down to earth. I'm I come from a gritty place, a raw place.
Where are you from? I don't think we touched on that.
Live in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
This is my hometown. I've been here. I'm born and raised. My mom and my dad, they had me on Cooper Road. And this is my home. I love it here, but it's hard.
Mm.
And I'm a working artist trying to do something positive with my life. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not promoting negativity. I'm trying to be somebody that's trying to do something with my life, in spite of my circumstances. I'm trying to finish up my bachelor's degree in
Hey.
psychology. Like
Let's
I
go.
still, yeah, and I'm 35 years old. Like I'm trying to make something of myself.
Right. So, with that being said, like with given the circumstances of everything, have there ever been a time where you're like, you know what, maybe writing is not for me, or has it always just been like, no, writing, it is what it's my passion. I'm moving with it. I'm grooving with it.
I started writing poetry, I want to say, in high school,
Mm-hmm.
like my freshman year. I loved English class. I'm a singer, so I like words. I like melodies. I love, like, I can't read or write music, but I like music because I'm a singer. So I connect with stuff that feels good.
Okay.
Being that I'm an emotional being, it's just having to share. I'm a deep thinker. I'm a free thinker. I'm sensitive. I'm kind, but I also have my real moments.
So all of that is explained in your book, or you've touched on it in your books and your work and your poetry and all that stuff. Can you give us a little snippet of what we could possibly read in them? Just, I know you're like, I don't want to say it on here, be personal, but like just a little bit.
I don't know. I don't usually do this.
Okay.
I normally don't do this.
Jerrick, it's okay. You can just tell us, just go buy my book and read it, please.
Yeah.
Go buy his
Just go.
book.
Just buy it.
It's funny because
Type search Jarius, Jrays, Dion, Deyond.
because I was actually going to read a piece,
Okay.
but to read it since you're not reading it.
Oh.
Because
You
I was
gotta
going to
pay
read.
me for me to read it. You gotta pay for me to read it.
I was going to read one and be like, break it down for us, but
You gotta pay me to do that.
Jerrick's good. I'm broke. I can't. I'll just read it, Jerrick. I'll buy the book and read it. There you go.
support.
Yes.
Thanks. I appreciate all of the love. It's wonderful. I'll put it up there again so y'all can see.
There you go.
Tell them where to find you on social media.
This one is my book of poetry, Catching Up With Me. You see that cover? That's me on the cover. And that's my hometown right there. That's Shreveport right there in the background.
So your
This is my
your family and friends are still over there. What do they think about your work and what you're doing?
Oh, they know I'm here. They know I'm here doing this interview right now.
Okay.
They support everything I do. I love my family. Like my brother, he's moving. And I was helping him move like before I came home. And I was like, nah, y'all gotta go home so I can get ready for my interview tonight. Like I would still be helping my brother move.
Wow.
Oh wow,
I'm sorry,
that's dope though. That's
feel
dope that
bad
you
because
have
you forget your
supportive
brother.
family.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I'm the oldest of my
Dope.
siblings, so I gotta be responsible. And I have to be the role model. So
I think you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Being a role model for real. So you're doing it, all by yourself. You're going to school,
Right.
all that. That's awesome.
And doing
I'm not
what
doing it by
doing what
myself.
you're
God is
passionate
with me.
about. Yeah.
I'm definitely not doing it by myself. I know God is with me. I don't take none of this lightly. I don't take the pain.
I also saw that you have a self-publishing workshop. Is that true?
Yeah.
And what goes on in there, and what do your students what do they take away from that, and what can they start doing?
The workshop, I started the workshop as a way of me actually learning how to do self-publishing myself. I was working with teams of people in the beginning, and due to difficulties, we ended up having to part ways over the years. And I'm not gonna speak on that because it is what it is. But as I got further into the process of writing and wanting to publish my work, I learned how to start doing these things myself. Knowing that I was paying money for things that wasn't being done, trusting people, and I got hurt in the process, but as I kept going, I said, well, let me learn how to do it myself. Still making mistakes because I'm still doing it by myself. I'll be honest, my editing is bad, but I'm still working on getting my editing game
Hey,
right.
trial and error experience.
But I love being an artist. I'm also a singer. I'm an actor. I'm doing all kinds of things where I'm embracing this creative space and being the creative light. And I've been able to meet beautiful people on the journey. Just, I'm really grateful for that, man. God is good.
And so you say you're a singer. Have you worked on anything with music wise?
I actually sung vocals on A Little Tea Time, the theme music with my producer CJ.
Okay. Will we get a sample of your voice later?
Tree.
You got
I
to
can
pay.
play a little.
Oh,
I
we
can play a
gotta
little
pay.
tea time.
We gotta
I'll
pay.
play a little tea time. I'll
You
play
already
that to
know.
load it up.
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
gonna load it up.
I'm living my dreams and I'm trusting God. I have big plans for not only my life, but for my family, for my future. And I know that it's tied up in me getting my education. I want to finish my education first, but because I can't really just work on my education, I decided to just put my energy into my art until I'm able to pay for school. Then I can finish school and then I can full time go into what I want to do. I work in my community. I'm a community advocate. I promote positivity. I promote business owners. I promote artists. I just did a giveaway in January. I did a giveaway where I had a collective of my artist friends. They donated some art, and I did a giveaway for people who promoted my show for season 4 of A Little Tea Time. Shout out to CJ. But I had the people who I would just share the links off of YouTube. I would share the links on Facebook, and people would share my links to my shows on YouTube. It feel good, like to know, like I have an impact on people. Like these shows have impact on people. We talk about real things. Just I get to be me with people who are trying to be themselves as well. My goals in the future is basically I want to start a foundation for kids. I want to start a foundation for kids.
Yes.
I do community service work where I go to this community park and I teach help kids with their homework. And we see where the kids need help even within that area of just learning. I want to be able to give back in that area where we can have tutors. We can pay for tutors. They could go in and tutor the kids. I'm a tutor. So I go in and I tutor the kids. I help them with their homework. And I feel like if we have like people who are not afraid to be in those communities, the communities that I grew up in is MLK, also known as Cooper Road. And growing up in the community, my mom and my dad from the area, I didn't know anything about tutoring growing up. We didn't hear about tutoring. I just cracked a joke with my mom and dad about some stuff, and it was hilarious. But it was just it reminded me of things, and it just showed us that when we think we got that proper care, or if we had that proper care, we can make a difference.
And it's nice that you're giving back to your community in that way too, especially with the kids. Because I know sometimes kids may not always have, even though it's home, it's not really home. So a place outside of home. So yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, and then starting with kids, they can learn so much, especially from you with all of your experiences, meeting people, and yeah, you're a good role model for them for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just never know what impact you might have on one person. Because at that moment, they may not realize it. And you'll be like, you know what, Mr. Jerrick, I remember when I was there, he was tutoring me, and now I'm writing, I'm here. So that you never know.
And like your book, it'll come full circle.
Oh, right.
It'll come right back.
Right.
That part.
Exactly.
So you got some big news coming up in March. You want to tell them about your big news?
Oh yeah, I am doing a play.
Wow.
My second play. This will be my second play. It's called Measure for Measure, and I am working with Miss Jerrick Gray of Lumpy Grits Artistry.
Okay.
Lumpy Grits Artistry.
I love that.
I know.
It's a name.
So what brought this about? Like, how did you all connect? And like,
I had been, when I hit the art scene here, it was kind of like the underground. If you are an artist, you find out like that's like this artist underground. I was out promoting my book. I was doing poetry shows, reading my poetry there, promoting my books there, networking with artists there, and it just kind of went from there. Just the more that I was hanging out with people and just getting to know people, I don't know. I just kind of, I guess I was in the right place at the right time. Not the wrong time, in the right time. Things just kind of went from there. I did a project, and Jerrick Gray again, she was doing a Black History Month project. I want to say, I messed it up, and I worked with her on that actual project years ago. I want to say in 2021. It was that summer I did that event with her, and then later on, she did casting for Electra. That was a play that we did. And so I got to be an understudy in that actual production. And then she currently casts for this production, and I got the opportunity to work with her again for this project. And I scored 2 parts in this actual production as well.
Okay. All right. What parts? Can you give a snippet of these characters or what parts you're playing?
One of the parts, it's William Shakespeare, y'all.
Okay. To be or not to be.
It's William Shakespeare, so we have to learn how to speak the Shakespearean language, and it's entitled Measure for Measure. The parts that I play are Froth. Froth is like a pimp type character.
Okay.
And Friar Peter is like a priest, a church priest.
That's 2 opposite things. That's interesting. Like to bounce from that character to that character. Yeah, that's really interesting. But I like Froth. I like the name Froth. It kind of has a catch to it. So when is the play supposed to? Is there like a date for it, or?
The date is March the 25th.
Okay.
I posted a link on my Facebook page out there. If people wanted to see the link for it, it's out there on my Facebook page at Jerrick, AKingAmongMen Thomas on Facebook.
Great.
There was a question when we were doing some promotions for you to come on. There was a question about your name, King Among Men. Is that what does that mean? I love your smile, by the way. You have such a great
we were
smile.
talking about that, and I told you.
Let me just bring that up.
Yes. It's like an infectious smile. Like if you weren't smiling now, you're smiling.
Thank you so much. King Among Men. I think highly of myself. I think highly of myself, coming from where I come from and my life experience. My life expectancy. The life expectancy of Black people, Black men. It's hard being a Black man in America, and I'm a gay Black man.
You better tell her, honey.
Right.
So no, it's not all that it's peachy king and all that. Nah, like I go through real stuff.
That's real.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Let me. You are such like a beautiful soul that got me perplexed.
No,
Okay.
because I'm just
Thank
like,
you.
Yes.
it's like you can tell there's a story behind. If we're all on video chat right now for the people in the chat, and he got his little stunner. He has his shades on, giving a shade of haters for the haters. But
You
but
better
you
know
can
it.
tell like there's so much more to you, even though you're just giving it a surface level. Like
And guys, he's
I
making
don't
us
know.
pay for certain things, but you know.
yes,
I wanna know
we gotta
more,
talk dollar signs
but
if it doesn't dollar
it's
signs
okay.
to make sense. Okay.
It's okay.
But no, you can just feel like even just talking to you, like there's a story, behind all this that you're saying, even if you're giving a surface level, you can feel it. And you can feel like you really want to get back to your community because you obviously grew up in that world and understand that. So that's,
Yes.
I don't know. For me, that's dope because not a lot of people, some people are like, oh, I'm going to do my thing, but they're not going to get back to the community. Like, I'm done with that. Let me just move on with my life
Exactly.
and keep it moving. So that's really, really, like, I don't know if I can say dope enough, but that's just like, that's a good thing. That's awesome. I love that so much, to get back to the community for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bigger than us, y'all. It's bigger than us. We see it on the news every single day. Every single day. Like where I'm from, we see it every day.
Yeah.
Gun violence, people being
Yep.
shot and killed every single day. It's friends that I've grown up with in my community. People that I know, people that my family know, people that we take in as loved ones. We're watching people leave, and it's a hard thing, but it's a real thing.
And we have somebody in the chat that says, it's by Mariah, and she says that pain is deeply unique, but sometimes, luckily, we unite through it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like one of the reasons why I'm a substitute teacher, why I work at the Boys and Girls Club, why I talk to my kids, because you have to have a certain speech with your children because they are Black versus other children about walking out that door. Every day I wonder, like, if my son wears the hoodie the wrong way, what's going to happen? If my son doesn't speak properly, because I have to change up my tone when I talk to certain people. I don't want them to be offended or afraid.
Mm-hmm.
A year and a half ago, someone I knew that was one of my friend's boyfriends got killed over something small, something so petty, and his kids was right there. Bang bang, saw his brains get blowed out. And when you said it, there's a deep pain in creating. You trying to cleanse your soul and your palate,
Facts.
but you still remember that deja vu is still there every day. But you still have to spread love no matter what you do. As little Kim would say, spread love. That's what a real mom do. I love you so much for this, because I needed this today. Emotionally, I just been feeling it, and I needed somebody to come on and say, baby, we gonna talk about it. Thank you, Jerrick. Thank you, Joey
Thank
and
you.
Tree.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
that
of
book,
course.
Jerrick. I'm gonna get that book. Full circle.
I'm gonna get that book and tell us where we can find it again.
Yes.
For the people saying
Amazon.com. Amazon. The Audible, the almighty Amazon.com. The
Tell 'em about your
undefeated Amazon.com.
Thank you, Mariah. She says she's wrapping
Yes.
us up in her prayers tonight. Oh, wrapping you all in prayers tonight. Thank you, Mariah.
My niece's name is Mariah.
Oh,
What?
really? Hello, Mariah.
Hello.
I think we can wrap it up here.
Yes.
This was such a great interview,
Yes.
Jerrick.
I loved it. It's like we have these interviews and everybody that has come on has bring something.
So
Like,
different. Something
It's so different. Like today, I just feel like I don't even know the words. He knew these not words. It's like
Woosah. That's the word.
Yes. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming through. Is there any message, like before you leave off of here, that you want to just relate to anybody, or something that's speaking on your heart right now, just to say, if there is anything?
I'm gonna say several. So I can get them all in, because I got a little list.
All right, okay. Go ahead.
Because I came prepared. You never, when you get an interview, you got to get ready for the
yes.
interview.
God says get ready.
I got to promote my stuff.
Go ahead.
So y'all check out Grade A Grub on YouTube.
Check.
You can also check out #Situationships, the web series.
Ooh.
Shout out to Christy Woodard and Mahogany Media.
Okay.
Saturday, February the 25th is the Uplifting Black Artists event that I was telling y'all about, that I'm gonna be doing my self-publishing workshop.
Okay.
I'll be doing my play, Measure for Measure, not my play. I will be in the play, Measure for Measure, with Lumpy Grist Artistry. Shout out to Cherie Gray. I got to send shout outs to my friend Taylor B with his LGBTQ magazine, Handbasket Zine. I published in his work 7 times. So shout out to Taylor B. I love Taylor, my friend, and I know that Big Frida is coming to his hometown there in Washington. So if you get the opportunity to see this, Taylor, go shake your ass with Big Frida when he get there, bitch.
Big Frida gonna be there.
Go do it. Like, go do it.
Took off the glasses. That's serious. Right?
Yeah, he took off the glasses for that.
Yes.
So that's serious.
I love Big Frida.
And one last thing, I have a separate page on YouTube. It's entitled Jerrick, A King Among Men Thomas. And that's like, I did some interviews there in my past, stuff that's unrelated to a little tea time, where people get to know me as a person behind the scenes, and just little things that I talk about. That's also on YouTube. So I have 2 separate channels that I created, and this channel is the channel that I'm actually uploading my current content, while I'm trying to stay current.
Okay.
Tell them about the socials, baby. Tell them about the socials.
DJ's Dion at TikTok. DJ's Dion on Instagram, and A Strong Gift of Lore on Instagram. I have 2 pages on Instagram, and then on Facebook it's Jerrick, King Among Men Thomas.
Okay.
All right.
So you hear that, everybody?
Yes.
Everybody in the back.
Check out Spotify. Check out A Little Tea Time on Spotify. Check out A Little Tea Time on YouTube. Check out Grade A Grub on YouTube.
He's doing a little dance.
I love it.
A little dance.
It's everything. That's everything. I talk about it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jerrick. And you know
Thank
what?
you so much.
We're gonna keep in touch with you, because I really want to see what you do with the tutoring thing and helping the kids.
Yes.
And all that stuff. And maybe one
then
day
follow
we
back
can,
on the show.
Yes, and then maybe one day we can visit it, and I want to see what you're doing.
And maybe we could trip to Louisiana too.
I know, I've never been. I've never been, and I always
be your own icon.
Oh.
I love it. Yes.
Well, thank you,
thank
Jerrick.
you so much.
Thank you so much. This was
Thank
great.
you. Thank you so much.
Great.
I appreciate
Thank y'all
it.
so
We appreciate
much.
it.
Thank y'all. I've had a great time.
I'm glad you did.
Amazing. Amazing. I want to shout some people out. Can I shout some
Go
people?
ahead.
Because you don't get all the time for you gotta shout people out.
Go ahead.
Okay.
This is your time.
All right. So I gotta shout out all my
floor is
people in
yours.
Shreveport. I gotta shout out all my cousins. I gotta shout out my people in Michigan. I gotta shout out my mama. I gotta shout out my brothers and my sisters and my brother-in-law. All my nieces and nephews. I gotta shout out our dogs. I gotta shout out my fans, my tea timers, my royalty readers, my grubbers, Uh, my friends who support me, who know that I'm working my ass off to try and be a star that I am. To my haters, love y'all too.
Hey,
Love y'all too,
haters.
haters. Thank God for you, because without y'all, there's also no.
Okay.
And seriously though, I want to thank God also because I know my journey. I know the things that I've been through. I know the things that are going on around me every single day, and I have to remain real in it. I come from a real place. I'm not a squeaky clean person, and I don't portray myself to be a squeaky clean person because we all have a past. I'm 35 years old.
Right.
We all have stories,
Yes, yes.
and I come from a place where I have to be real because I'm real. I'm not sugar coated. I'm not icing. I'm not frosting. I'm not plastic. I'm not willing to sell out. I work hard for everything I have. I'm doing this with no money. Like my car broke down right now because I was running and working and I was there for people. And my car went down. So it's like, I mean, it's real out here when you by yourself. Like I don't have a team. Like I want an entertainment attorney, but I can't afford an entertainment attorney right now. But I want one because I have all of this talent and I need representation, and I deserve better.
It's gonna come. You
Yes,
keep
it'll
planting
come.
that seed.
Just keep grinding because you're definitely putting the work in, and
Yeah,
like I said,
you
just
are.
keep doing what you're doing, especially for your community, because I'm sure the
Yes.
people that you touch or are in their lives, I'm sure they appreciate it, whether or not they show it or not.
I mean,
So
we've talked to you for about an hour now. We see it. We see the work you're doing,
Right.
and
Exactly.
a lot of people that are close to you see it too. So just keep going. We love it.
yes.
Keep
Thank
being
you so much.
Thank
Thank you for your time. We love you.
Keep smiling on.
It finally happened.
Smile
You
is just
finally
like
did it.
infectious. I'm just like,
Yes.
Thank y'all. Thank
You're
y'all so
welcome.
much. So really, thank y'all. It was so great to meet y'all. It was so great to meet y'all. I had a great time. Thank y'all so much for everything.
You're
For
welcome,
everything.
Jerrick. It was nice meeting you too.
yes.
Have
And
a
thank you for
great
everything that
night.
you're doing too, as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you.
All
You
right,
too.
bye.
Love you. Be good.
All right, and I'll see y'all next time.
Hey fam, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for further notifications. Don't forget to share it too. Smooches.
Bye.